Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of What If Civilization Started Over. We are now on episode 7? No, wait, I need to check. I'm sorry, I forgot. No, I think it's episode 5. We're on episode 5 of the series, and in the last episode, we saw the red team being created. We saw like the first big war in Europe. We saw this country being created, and we just saw a lot more expansion around the world. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and let's just get on with this scenario. And I found out that I was using the wrong map. That map is outdated. I have the capitals on this map now. So if you wanted to see the capitals, and here they are. Look, they're so glorious and juicy. What? Never mind. Okay, let's just get on with the scenario. So we will be starting this episode in Europe, where you can see the red team exploring more into this area. And they just explore more of Eastern Europe. I don't know why you would do that. Leave them alone. We can also see them fighting the British. I also don't know why you would do that, but it's fine. And then they also go up into the Danish peninsula, and they discover these islands, and they discover mainland Sweden. See, I told you they were the Explorers Union. They are the Explorers Union. I just said that. See, that is why they're called the Explorers Union. They're single-handedly carrying all of the exploration in Europe. But we can also see the red team getting a lot more population from around the world. Even from the other red team, the yellow team, even Sparta, even the orange team, and the brown team. Even the blue team is losing people to the red team because their marketing strategy to join their country is actually crazy. They're saying that you will get high ranks if you're one of the first people to join in. You'll be called the Ancients when the country grows big, and you'll have like a big pot of land in later years, I guess. And they even take Brittany, and the red team is becoming very strong. More people are enlisting in their military forces, and this is kind of making the purple team scared because their economy is almost on par with them. And they don't really want that to happen. And they start pumping out more. They start bumping up their economy and pushing their trading system to the limit. And when they do that, the whole entire markets in the country crash. They were pushing so many merchants out to buy stuff from all these markets that the markets all ran out of supplies. And these people that took all the stuff, they left to the other countries that they lived in, and now the purple team is left with nothing. And soon, the purple team, the leader dies from old age, from natural causes, and that just makes the whole country going to panic, because the only area that the country really can control is their 2 islands over here. This whole area is out of their control. And so the purple team is going to split apart. Let me draw up the borders. And this is what the yellow team this is what the purple team is going to divide into. Let's go over it. So the gold team, there's a new gold team, there's a new southern Iberian team. There's also a new western Iberian, and then there's a new Barcelonan, and then there's a new French or basically Pyrenees country. New Pyrenees country. And then there's also the Palma de Menorca Islands, I think. I don't know if that's their name, but one of that is Palma de Menorca. And then Sardinia, not Sicily. We'll get to that later. Sardinia gets its independence, and we also can see Northern Africa getting its independence. We can see Sicily and this little tail getting its independence. And now the purple team is just split up into this little area. Now let's move over to Asia, where we can see a large part of the teal team just dies because nobody was living there, so they don't really even like have it anymore because new people take it over, and those new people are the pink team. Now there was a pink team earlier in the series, but that pink team literally died. Like as soon the episode that they got introduced, they died. Imagine dying the episode you got introduced to. That's actually crazy. And this pink blob is basically just a group of like nomadic people who just go wherever they want. They need to make up for that loss of land somehow. So they go down and they claim some land over in India. And it kind of makes the gold team mad, but they don't really do anything about it. And they also claim a little bit more land over here. But they are getting a little too big for their own good. They are stretching themselves a little thin, and this northern area is becoming a little rebellious. So what do? They give up this whole area. And I'm going to redo this border really quick. And this is their new border. And let me add these two capitals. But now let's look at India, where we can see them gaining lots of land. They gain this whole entire they gain a whole entire new southern area because their people have a lot of interest in expanding, and they really want to regain the land that they could have gotten but lost. And yeah, they do. And we can also see some explorers going out, and they claim, they discover Sri Lanka, and a group of settlers go out, and they claim the whole island. Even though they don't have the southern tip, they still claim the whole island. There's just a few settlements over here, and this team is becoming actually a really strong economic power. They are doing routes from the blue team to their country, and they're also stopping the teal team from getting a monopoly over this coast by throwing their ships over to the blue team. So the blue team doesn't focus trade with the teal team, but they focus trade with the gold team. And that is kind of making the teal team mad. They want money because they're actually losing money right now. They're in a decline, but they do want money, and the gold team is stopping them from making money. So we could see a possible conflict brewing out of this, but we'll wait and see. Hopping over to Africa, we can see a lot of expansion going out. If I could just get the right size, you can see a lot of expansion going on to Africa, and we can see that a few people from the purple team's colony, they use their knowledge of money and stuff to create their own country in this African area. I'm going to draw in their country. And this country is going to be known as the Mahayan Empire. And now the Mahayan Empire is growing very big, very fast. And they just want to make money. That's all they want. And their leader is very powerful politically and economically. I don't know what that means, but it's fine. And they are using their spot, which is not really good, but they're using their little areas over here in these islands to make a lot of money off of merchants, and they're not pushing themselves to their limit, purple team. But they are making lots of money off of these little trading areas. And I'm gonna draw in the areas where they're making the most money. And these are the areas where they're making the most money. And we can also see this team going out and taking more land in Africa. And this area feels threatened by this, or this country feels threatened by this. And this country feels threatened about the teal team, the SEAL team coming in Africa and taking their land. So they go through and they take a little bit of land. They want to just save the land for a pure African country. That's what they say. But that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like. Ha! You thought that I was just gonna end this video when I wasn't even halfway done. Well, you're wrong. You're so wrong. Yes, we are going to be continuing this episode. You thought, I know you thought, you cannot deny it, you thought. Okay, but let's get on with the scenario. We can see a treaty being made in this area, where it's basically the land that each country claims and what they got and what they get. The brown team claims all of this, and they get this. They also just take a little bit of land out of here. And the red team has the most craziest claim. They claim all of this, and they fully get it. And also, they're not fighting, but I kind of want to redo this, like, to make it a little more weird looking. Okay, actually, it looks more normal. And this is what the treaty ends up looking like. But also, we can see the orange team expanding into more of the Balkans, because they just want to expand their area. They don't want to get left behind. I don't think anybody does. The yellow team also expands. They take all of this land. And I think they're becoming a little too big for their own good. As I said in the last episode, their people are kind of scared, and the red team is becoming more popular than them. They're old news. Everybody says, "Oh, you're talking about the yellow team? Talk about the red team. The yellow team's old news." And even so, you know that meme where it's like somebody holding a child, and then there's another one drowning, and then there's a skeleton sitting on the bottom. That's what it is. So it's the world holding the red team up, then the purple team is drowning. Wait, the purple team is drowning. The yellow team is a skeleton, and the red team is buried underground. Yes, that's what happened. But that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more, because we are trying to hit 100 subscribers. Also, I'm not going to be posting a lot for like the next 2 weeks, and I'll probably post like a community post about it, because I'm losing subscribers on NeoBusAbats. If you don't know about it, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I'll put it in the description. It has over 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 2K on that channel, but I lost subscribers today. I saw, and like, I'm devastated. Like, I got a video that got 7,000, but like I still lost like a lot of subscribers. But if you want to see more, make sure to like, subscribe. As I already said, we are trying to hit 100 subscribers. Not gonna say by the end of this year, because we're definitely gonna hit it by the end. Actually, we might not. Actually, yeah, we will. I'm gonna be positive. Yes, we will hit it by the end of this year. But make sure okay. But yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. That was the longest outro ever. Goodbye.